Hookist, oh Hookist, how did you come to me? Oh Hookist. Anyways, so glad to see you again. Just got a little carried away with that quarter tone feel. I was trying to think of a feel for our new song. The last one was rather melancholy, and of course this lyric is turning into something rather melancholy as well, which is probably not a huge surprise to anybody, given that my general temperament is, let's say it all together, perhaps a little melancholy. That's what David Letterman does when he gets a sort of a no laughs afterwards, and of course I can't hear you laughing out there. He'll do this. And then he'll put his hand in his suit pockets and so forth. I don't have that leisure. I don't have a suit. Dave. I actually love David Letterman. We were on a show 4 times in our day. Christ just on his work. Okay, today's winner, Robert S. Hall. Robert S. Hall writes, "The smell of fresh rain, a flash of bright light, unknowingly bound to calls from the night." Now, why do I like, in particular, the first line? The smell of fresh rain. First of all, the smell of fresh rain is a very distinctive smell. It also ties in nicely to the fact that we're sitting somewhere obviously in nature with the snapping twig and shuddering breeze that we've been set up with. And then again too, he's talking about a smell, and smells of course trigger deja vu, or at least memories all the time. So I just think this works beautifully. I did rewrite the second line and tweak the first line a little bit so that now the line is, "The smell of recent rains, a flash of light. The scene is briefly lit, then turns to night." So yes, the second line is quite different, but I took it from Robert's cue with the flash of light, and there you have it. I think it sounds really nice all together. By the way, I slightly rewrote Jerry's first 2 lines as well, just so that now this flows all together a little better. So the rewrite of Jerry Brace's lyric with the rewrite of Robert Hall brings us to this, and I think it sounds very, very nice. How shall we go? The snap of a twig, the shuddering breeze, the darkness surrounds, brings a familiar unease. The smell of recent rains, a flash of light, the scene is briefly lit, then it turns to night. Now, I have no idea if that's anything like what the melody will be or the feel. Frankly, that's kind of a perky feel that I would reserve for a different lyric. But sometimes, oddly enough, if you put a really sad lyric to really sad music, it's kind of too much. And sometimes that can work nicely together, the more chipper music with the sadder tone in the words. And you'll find that in places in my work, I might add. Before I go, and we do have our first verse completely written now. All we need is 4 lines. I got something from Ray Lonsdale that I have to share with you. Doppelganger, known but nameless, phantom friend, forever faceless. This beautifully ties into what we're talking about. It's in a completely different feel. The other feel it was very lilting, the smell of recent rains, a flash of light. This is doppelganger, known but nameless, phantom friend, forever faceless. I think it could be a great chorus. But we're not going to write the chorus right away. We're going to stick with verses for now. So aim towards second verse as you sit down behind your computers tomorrow and send in your wonderful ideas. By the way, there's some extensive conversations going on online underneath some of the songs. I love to see this. I went on and put in my 2 cents, particularly under Walker Todd Davis's recent entry and Daniel Evans's recent entry. So if you're interested in discussions about iambic pentameter, take a look at that. If you're not, it don't matter. That's all for now, folks. Lovely seeing you again. My name's Brad Roberts. We're at Hookist, and it's song number 2 in this beautiful process of writing together online.